Welcome to Not So Pro Football Talk. Today we're going to be talking about the Panthers offseason and what my overall grade for them is. We're going to be talking departures, additions, draft picks to give you my overall grade for them this offseason. So let's go ahead and start us off about talking about their franchise-altering move that they made with trading for the first overall pick. The Panthers traded number 9 to number 1 by giving the Chicago Bears their ninth and 61st picks this year, the 2024 first rounder, a 2025 second rounder, and their star receiver, DJ Moore. They traded all this to get their hopeful quarterback of the future, Bryce Young. All right, let's go ahead and move on to who they lost now that we've got that out of the way. Now, who do they lose? They obviously lost DJ Moore, which we just talked about, who is their best receiver by far. It was a net gain because you got Bryce Young, but they are definitely going to miss DJ Moore next year. Deontay Foreman also left for free agency, but they replaced him very well. We're going to get to that in a second. And lastly, linebacker Corey Littleton left in free agency. In their offseason, they re-signed center Bradley Bozeman. Bozeman was their starter last year for them on a one-year deal. And in this offseason, the Panthers viewed him as a priority to bring back. The Panthers also re-signed their kicker, Eddie Pinheiro. Their additions, who do they add in this offseason? Their additions included head coach Frank Reach. I always mispronounce his last name. I'm going to call it Reach. He's a reach. I'm a little bit worried about his hiring, but it could be good for their young quarterback, Bryce Young, because he is known as a quarterback whisperer. He's developed young talent in the quarterback room before. They also replaced Foreman with running back Miles Sanders from the Eagles. I think Sanders is going to be great for this team. They also added pass catchers wide receiver DJ Chark from the Detroit, wide receiver Adam Thielen from the Vikings, and tight end Hayden Hurst from the Bengals. Though I like all three of these guys. DJ Chark, Adam Thielen, both really good receivers, both number 2 options. Hayden Hurst, a good tight end in my opinion. I don't believe any of them are proven threats, as in they can get open consistently in coverage. Without a consistent number 1 pass catcher, a guy like a Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Diggs, etc., the list goes on and on, I do worry that Bryce Young is going to see a lot of covered receivers. They also signed Andy Dalton to the team, who I think is going to be an excellent veteran for Young to look up to, learn a lot from, a guy who's been in the league for a while. The only addition they made on defense was signing safety Von Bell from the Bengals, who I think is an upgrade for them. Their draft class, obviously, it included Bryce Young at number 1, and also included Jonathan Mingo, wide receiver, who has great size for a wide receiver, and the edge rusher DJ Johnson. I think the Panthers had an overall great draft, leading with Bryce Young. Overall, I'm going to give the Panthers an offseason grade of a B+. I love the decision that they made to go ahead and accept that the quarterback they need for the future is not on the roster right now, and decided that they needed to go out and get him. Bryce Young has a really good chance, regardless of his size, to be successful in the NFL. The only reason I did not give the Panthers a higher grade is because I would have liked them to be addressed the wide receiver position better by getting a legit threat. I know there's not a lot of options this past offseason as far as like pure wide receiver 1 material, but hopefully this does not hinder the growth of Bryce Young. So overall, that is why I gave the Panthers a B+. If you guys went ahead and if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do. We are getting closer and closer to our goal of 400. And then until next time, I'll see you guys. Keep on grinding.